Just panic.
Operator.
Oh, just operator. Just operator.
God. That would be kind of funny. All right.
You could be Kolvo.
Mm.
No.
Do you,
Do you really want to be?
I don't
Even
think anyone
Kolvo doesn't
can.
want to be Kolvo.
Legionnaire, by the way. I
Turning
saw that.
himself into the...
Are we
Huh?
playing bar after this?
Could play bar.
It's only like
Goodbye.
two new planes, 3.
Oh.
I was gonna say, didn't Legion already have its own?
Yeah, it had the Inshallah bombers.
It has tier 1's the same, tier 2's like I had defensive interceptor, and then a fast interceptor, and then an armed transport, and then a heavy
Armed
gunship.
transport.
What?
Well, you checked
Heavy
it today.
gunship.
It was playing before you got on.
What
He
is...
updated it. Let's go. Oh, but it's Kolvo.
I'm back at roll select on BW base.
I'm now at 1400
I'm
frames and
still on
climbing.
the loading screen. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'm at
I had a
621.
skeleton
increasing.
P3D error.
I did have
For a
that,
weapon.
yes.
I also
Oh,
got
yeah.
that.
Webs.
That looked like that was a Western Sahara, if memory serves, item.
Wait, you got
You're
an
also
error?
in a lynch slot, and I saw him burn alive. So
The server
Good, I
should
don't
be
have
running
anything-
that.
And I'm
Yeah.
also back to Blackwatch base.
I did not get an error, but I'm at the Blackwatch base.
I'll
The
try
only thing
loading
I've
again,
added
see
is
if
the
it's a
stuff
click-through.
on...
Everyone should have gotten the skeleton error.
It was not a pop-up, it was just the bottom left, so if you didn't
Yeah,
But-
notice
yeah.
it, that's
bottom
why.
left.
So we'll see if it's effectively a click-through. If it kicks us out again, then we have a bug.
We abandon everything and play bar.
Yeah. I mean, yes. Oh. I don't know.
I really want to be Kolvo, huh?
You want to be in the picture? Bless you. Oh, there's a Fyston. Hi, Fyston.
can't remember who we didn't have last time. It was Did we have
Fyston money.
Fyston money? Okay.
Yeah,
that's
buy some money.
Yeah, we couldn't talk to
And
people because
interpreter money.
The interpreter was not there. We couldn't talk to anybody.
It's okay. Tuned was already for it either.
It was like some crazy mechanic that just like came out in the woods, talked to fucking Hetz.
I did not realize my thing had been fucked up this entire time.
I should be
Hi,
getting
Mesa.
airdropped.
Hey,
in
bud.
I'm
Yeah,
in the
we
bus.
just-
No,
Money
no,
said-
the battle
Money's
bus
like,
is
am I
coming
getting
over
airdropped in
Livonia.
with the supplies?
He had the anxiety move, so he
duct
just
tape,
shot camp.
duct tape to a box. He's the counterweight.
Hello.
There it
it's
goes.
Me,
Hey, there we go.
interpreter.
Hey, you
No,
guys
it's
missed the
like
joke where I was gonna.
Interpreter.
That cake scene in Siege, it's just money coming out in his operator kit. Comes out of a supply box.
I'm here, boys.
Super
That's all he
container. Oh,
says.
money.
Hetz just goes, oh man, pay for that with premium? What's going on there?
Paul's on vacation. Why is he posting about Into the Flames?
He's not on vacation. He's just in Texas. There's difference.
That's true.
Legally, you're not allowed to claim being on
Jake in
vacation if you're in
In
shambles.
Texas.
fairness, he may or may not consider it vacation.
Okay, we're all at mapping push.
No brief, okay.
No brief.
Peekaboo.
Where?
Marco, where flashlight?
Oh no.
I can see.
Oh, look at that. I have my
Hi,
kit.
Hetz.
Oh
What
god.
do you mean good night? Did it? Oh.
Freaking Jerry.
That's what I
Freaking
meant.
Jerry
like, in my-
calibrated my damn nods again with
Yeah,
his damn
god
comrade.
damn. Right?
Mine's like, it was bright outside, so I'm gonna go to a dark setting.
Is there any way I can grab
for this.
the
You
kit
should
that I
have-
made before this? Like,
You
I
should
haven't
interact
been
on
here.
the
Oh,
box.
you haven't been
Interact
here.
Yes,
box.
yes. So if it's your first time here, grab your actual
I think mine loaded. They said it loaded. I
saved
checked.
kit, desired built kit out of the arsenal.
Oh, Hetz has
Which
my
is
stuff.
where-
There's a new
I'm
arsenal
loading
as well.
back.
Oh. The strike has
what
gone through,
the-
brothers.
Inshallah.
That
it's
was
a
to the
hind.
south, so hopefully not.
It's like the
that
southwest.
might be my strike. That might be one of them.
No, that was something else. Don't worry about it.
That was a
Russian
shooting
sex
star in Arma terms.
Okay.
It was one of the.
Real quick, money in Fyston.
Hi.
Since y'all weren't here the first time, something to know is
Essentials on the box.
electronic warfare is active, so we do not use our radio within 500 meters of the patrol hide, or so. And we don't make big long transmissions on our radio, or the Russians will find us.
Ever.
Are you guys seeing the persist thing? Because I'm not.
Well, you should have your kit already. Because I have mine.
Yeah, I have mine.
Yeah, mine loaded in.
Oh yeah, I do. Alright,
Yeah, it's
that's
just
fucking
it's
weird.
all automatic reader. You don't have to push any buttons.
Oh, that's witchcraft.
It also saves vehicles and inventory and shit like that.
Money, do you want my soft
Mesa,
kit?
how long can we
I can't remember what
transmit?
you wanted to
What's
run.
the longest?
30 seconds.
Track in 30 seconds. Nothing within, you said,
MCX.
200
Okay.
meters of the hide? Or is it?
Should I
Bless you.
have
Probably, I
the,
think we said
launcher?
500 last time.
Okay, alright.
Uh,
And then 3 clicks is everybody
No,
stop,
we
shut the
didn't
fuck up, and
jump
wait.
in. Well, you can jump in with
Typically.
72.
Yeah. Team leader dependent. They'll tell you what they want it to mean.
Yeah, that'll kind of. That's what we did last time. I mean, that's what North did last time.
Kind of. Yeah.
Going to the arena.
And what's,
Yeah.
do we have any other
Yeah,
codes
if you
already
start
set up?
using code phrases, if you could
Chickens.
just like
Bye.
wave them with people,
It's fixed. It's just team leads are kind of sitting as they go at the need.
so some of us don't feel like idiots.
what's
when
the
we're
plus and minus for nod brightness up and down?
Alt page up,
They have
page
one?
down.
Oh my god.
What freak are we using when we're
Mine doesn't
not?
go any higher.
Mine also
Concerned?
doesn't.
Mine's
Oh, I
stuck
turned
at
it down.
0.
We'll be on 6 and 7.
Telling ya, do you
Also, he
Jerry
yells at
with
me
the
about
comrade?
long range channel.
Fuck.
Okay, so quick brief. Our airdrop is coming into the green or yellow DZ to our east. We're calling in airstrikes on the Como Tower to our south and the SF camp, which I will mark now.
Those are scheduled for 0300 impact.
Excellent. So we'll have Reader and who wants to go with Reader to the
I'll go.
OP?
I'm down to go.
Okay, so you guys will go to.
Where was that sweet OP that you guys
You brought
looked at
beer?
last time? Was it 372?
Of course.
I think it was that one.
Your guys' faces glow so much.
I think it was. Yeah.
Looks right.
That's what I thought. That's what I was gauging it
I think
by.
that was our first one. No,
that
not
was
first.
that was my friendly reference point. So here's open.
And then.
Yeah.
And then we'll send another 2-man patrol north to
We're going
maintain eyes on where's our
somewhere up there. I think it was.
Yeah, depending on hilltop and such, we will OP up here.
Put my gun away because I might empty. Yeah.
All right. Might as well send 2 off the rip just to get established up there, just in case they come across something in the woods. So Reader and Fyston, you guys can step off that way.
On it.
Who wants to go north?
My client is still crashing, by the way. I'm
You
gonna
can
do
kick
a.
it.
Where do you need an interpreter?
Actually, you're already out of the server, so.
I think maybe.
John, we're gonna take TAC 6.
Okay, you're on 6. Maybe Mac and Panic go north.
Okay.
Sneak your way north. You can go whatever color you want. You can take 7. And the majority of the other element will be on 8 for supplies.
Do we need to be on our own channels? Because we're going to be
Yep.
together. All right.
Check on 7.
Because if you need to use Whisper in your radio, then
Oh fuck!
Jake's gonna smack you in the fucking
I
dick.
know.
Yeah, we're not supposed to do that. But
It's habit. Once I said it, I check it.
Yeah, so make sure you're both on 5 and 7. You 2 can go ahead and step off. Speed pretty sneaky. If you get made, go further north. Go northeast. Don't come back to the hide. You're dead to me. Farewell. We'll come find you in the woods.
We'll just, go for the LAF.
Matt, go yellow.
Second.
And the rest of you can go green with me, and we will start heading for the drop.
And what does green need to be on? What freak?
8, 501.8.
Oh, okay, max.
Channel 4 if you have a numpad.
Hetz, we're going for the DZ, so whenever you get time.
All good. Or it kicks off. Does Arma 3 boot out any error code to any special file that I can look at?
There is a audit log. It's in your app data for the game. You're looking for the .rpt extension text file.
Yeah. Thank you, Dan.
It should have today's a timestamp file name. That's today's date and time.
Alright, we're gonna switch to Whisper. Use our radio in short burst. Let's go. pretty much we're just going to head straight there. We'll maintain security probably from the southeastern side of the tree line. If anybody gets any kind of jank feelings, we'll waver off and beat feet southeast, somewhere that way. And, yeah. There's a car coming.
Did I miss the part in what we're doing here?
So there's a supply drop scheduled for
Right. Okay.
20 minutes, dropping in the yellow zone.
Gotcha. Never mind. I know where we're going.
The other two elements are going to OPs to overwatch the northern junction and to confirm the strike on the SF location to the south at OP1.
Where's
SF
the
camp
drop at?
The SF camp is to the northwest. It's in the gray circle.
Wait, I mean, where's the supply drop?
It's in the yellow boxed zone to our east.
Oh,
east
copy.
southeast.
Okay. Sorry. Just trying to...
So
It's that slope over there.
How many vehicles do we have, Dan? 4?
I think 4, yeah. It was two Gaz Tigers and 2 quads.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do, we'll pretty much run them back up this road that's just downslope of us here. And then kind of direct line this way, drop off a couple of the crates, and then kind of snug the vehicles down in the valley here.
Yeah. I think the Gazes, by my understanding of what Toon was saying, the Gazes at the very least should be disguised, so if we run across something on the way, they shouldn't engage us.
Okay.
The quads are a lot more questionable just because they're open. I don't know how that functionality works.
Right. We might even leave the quads off to the east here, just so we kind of have escape options.
Yeah.
West-east.
That might be not terrible.
Yeah, I'll put a marker here. Money and I can take the quads if you and Jake want to take the
Gazes.
The Gazes.
Yeah.
We'll load the gear in the Gazes.
Yeah.
Best we can. Then you two can just drop off the boxes at the hide proper and mosey down.
And yeah, just drop it down slope.
You hear a helicopter?
I do not.
Yeah, it's probably just me.
Oh, yep.
Fucking-
Hilo.
I'm rocking client-side wall hacks. I don't see anything.
You might want to switch your optic out, Money, for one of the 18 in your backpack, because that one doesn't work at night.
I got the red dot on top. But
Oh, okay.
I couldn't get it to work. Yeah, like I zoom in and night vision goes off. What do I gotta hit to make it work?
Oh, I think it's Control minus on the numpad that swaps it.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that's a lot better. Thanks.
Okay, let's move down. We'll set up on the southeast side and hope that no SF are in the fucking open. I'm gonna cross direct south pretty much right now, and then we'll go northeast. Set security and cross. a civvy truck down the road to our right.
Civilian
with,
or
sorry?
civilian or
Yeah,
okay.
it's like a van. I got a name that popped up on it, but he's just kind of sitting down there. It's very annoying.
Yeah, I saw the light at the same time you did. I was like, I don't like it.
Alright, let's...
Plan for that.
Most of the civilians are against Russia invasion right now, so we're just kind of have to leave him be unless he comes and investigates. So let's go ahead and set up for a cross here. We'll cross quick, getting in the trees.
Blue team established up P1.
Kind of vibe here for a minute until we get closer to drop, and in about 5 minutes we'll spread out linearly. We'll see how long this drop is going to get.
Yep, sounds good.
Dan, yeah, well, Dan's deaf in his left side, so he's gonna...
What's up?
How well were you hearing me standing at that tree?
Oh, I heard you fine.
So normal's probably from like me to that tree-ish.
Kind of want to mess with it.
He just wants to know the voice range.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
So I'm just on normal.
Yeah, I'm on normal
still hear me?
90% of the time, except for when we're doing sneaky voice
Still
shit.
talking, still talking, still talking.
Hello, 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 hello.
What, twice as far?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yelling is a mile.
I'm gonna have to relog. My game
Problem
crashed.
child.
It's always him and Hetz, you know?
I went into my map and it crashed me, so.
Big yikes.
Running max settings on a potato.
Hetz moment.
5816, 800 XT?
Net call green team established, easy.
Out on the grocery run.
Green team is awaiting grocery delivery.
Hey, there we go.
I'll be back in a second. I have to restart my computer.
User in your channel timed out.
it, we were drawing a giant dick on our our travel. I can't remember what it's called. Basically, it draws a line on where we travel. We were going from Jalalabad to Camp Steel back to Bagram, and we were trying to draw a dick in the process.
Grocery stream, this is campers. We have our camping site's been taken from us, so we're looking for a new area.
Roger, can you advise what's there?
Just looks like a single family.
I'm so glad we're doing this now.
They're just roaming around the outskirts of the usual area.
Green.
Picking up a signal, I'm trying to triangulate it, but we're not moving enough. It's not moving.
Okay.
The purple line's on map.
Gotcha. I wonder if it's coming from that headquarters element to the west of the SF camp.
Well, right now, from our current position, it's straight west almost. Kind of in the woods.
Is it LLC playing a radio?
Better not be.
You know, I wouldn't put it past them.
Fuck, Panic and them are close to an enemy element.
What's that timestamp next to those enemy markers?
It's just the local time of when it was marked.
Who does the marking?
Whoever's. So you can double click anywhere and drop a marker, so you can pick what it is. So it's like a enemy type, size, direction.
So Panic and Mac are making those marks then right now.
Yeah, and then Reader's done 2 down south, the 2309 and the 2325.
Got it.
Blue, green. You advise marker 2309 type.
Heavy Vic.
Green.
Audible only.
Could be Tiger, could be Ural or Kamaz.
They marked a convoy heading west too. You know, I'm really wondering if they're pulling out of that the stadium area.
That could be. Perhaps worth a peek after we get our Vix.
Yeah, because we don't have any tasking after we get the supplies done.
Yeah. The only risk is just being out and about while the Hornet's Nest is up.
Yeah. I'm hopeful they won't be looking east, but...
Yeah. The only... They could theoretically route reinforcements to the mountaintop through Widdock down this MSR, but more likely they'd run on the ASR past our hide.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that convoy's already rolled out, it'll head out probably down through Nadmor and avoid us entirely. Oh, what is that marker?
I'm just messing with. I tried to go
To our direct south.
That's me.
That's money, it's fine. He's just testing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's armor.
In the woods.
Driving right at us.
I am not ready for this.
Oh, I see an Alpha 1-2 on BFT.
That might be our plane.
Yeah,
That's That's our plan.
Green, blue, visual with your bird, inbound.
Green.
That's 1.5 K.
Know that that's a man being shot out of a cannon.
Alright, let's spread out and watch for our trucks. You guys have the gases, we have the quads.
Yep. Eyes on.
Of course, there's a civvy that just drives through our TT.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should talk on the radio. I was trying to yell at you.
I think we had a ropes issue.
Green screen drop is in the wind. We're trying to traverse to get to it.
Did you also notice how many of them there are?
Yeah.
I counted at least 6 gases.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
User joined your channel.
I'm really worried that we're gonna be close to that fucking tower now.
Yeah, it's gonna be just downslope. Awesome.
I haven't heard anything blow up yet, so...
Front.
What?
I got IR strobes front.
Ah, Raj.
Yeah, at least we got that going for us. Extended family, this is Happy Campers. We are sitting on our campsite now, just observing the stars.
Caution shoot still up southeast.
Airstrikes entering IP.
Inbound point. Yeah, I don't think we've got the quads, so looks like we have 4 gases.
Half our crates are still floating because trees.
So are we grabbing this, dragging them, putting them in the trucks? How's this work?
Yeah, if you have a box on the ground, ace interact, move it to near one of the trucks, and then, oh Jesus, I almost got Valheim by a tree.
Valheim by a tree.
Can't move crates, we'll have to move trucks 2 crates.
Roger.
I have the option to pilot the crate.
He's starting Vic.
Yeah, it says the crate's too heavy to move.
Yeah, we'll have to move the gases towards them and then load them.
Gotcha.
Oh, you got it. Ah, fuck. I need multiple trips.
How much room do they take up?
Stand by, I'll let you know. Will it load or too big?
No joy.
Holy fuck, that's close to us.
That is?
Yeah, that's the tower blowing up.
Raj. Update, was able to get one crate.
Blue, we're a big splash.
Money, if you're loaded, you can probably swing back to the hide. I'm pretty sure I've loaded everything to the southwest.
Yeah, it says could not be loaded, so we must have already loaded one in now.
Yeah, the one you grabbed I loaded prior.
Blue calling 2 for 2. And I'm headed to the vehicles marker, is that right?
Go to the hide, unload the supply via
Yeah,
Interact,
copy.
and then go to the vehicle.
Copy. But you don't want me to come back for more drop?
Oh, yeah, Ephraim, come back for more drop.
Take
What's
the truck out as well.
I mean, I want to stick to the woods then, yes, or hightail through the road.
Woods best you can.
Copy.
Careful on the way back, we had a lot of traffic just now.
Yeah, I was really hoping we could get this back to the base before this shit kicked off.
Yeah, weren't strikes supposed to be another like hour and a half from now?
Yeah.
Roger.
We might just need to lay low for a minute. We'll decide once Money and me are back at the hide.
Want me to hold up then on my travel?
Well, if you and Jake are in a truck and ready to roll, let's just get at least a little bit of supply back.
Headed back for you, Jake.
There's one more gas out there if Jake's not driving anything. Headlights on the road to the northeast.
Eyes. Alright, should be good.
we know where number 4 landed?
It was to the southwest. If you go southwest along that line, you'll find it. I loaded one already.
Got base alarms going off.
Big 4 underway.
Was there 4 more boxes?
At least.
Was there a jet that just flew?
I heard something.
Kill engine, seek cover. You think he saw us?
He flew right over the top of the base. Our hideout.
Do we shift everything just down towards the vehicles mark?
I don't know how he would have saw us. All of our engines were off. Nobody was moving. At the speed he's going, I don't think he saw us.
Low sweeps. Get cover.
Careful with your air traffic over there.
Let's leave the VIX for a minute. Let's go to ground.
Southwest.
Try and use bushy trees to block thermal hits. Jake, what's your thoughts on keep supply runs going? No transmit.
Apologies. I had a low, slow pass over my position after I was already stopped on his second pass. Have not seen since.
Yeah, we're same traffic here at the Hyde direct.
My take is at this point was our best chance to get stuff moving. If they did see something, we get off where they saw it. What's the call?
I think you guys come to us with your Vix and maybe save the rest of the supply runs for next night when it cools down a bit. Just be quick on those engine off buttons. Fly right over you guys. I'm unloading. Let's see what's in this one. There's our SR-25. What do you got on that one?
I didn't look.
Shit. I was hoping it'd be our AT.
I mean, these boxes are big enough, they could have fit more shit in there.
What's in the,
So we got Barretts, or we got
This
our
is our-
snipers,
this is
we
our
got
rifle,
our
gentlemen.
MGs, we got reg ammo and a DMR.
Very good. Fuck.
We should go back and at least find the AT and medical, right?
Probably.
I don't know what the call is here.
We can take 2 trucks
Yeah, I'm not
back,
sure.
Identify the medical and AT, grab it, and come back if it's crucial and needed.
I mean, the AT would be crucial now because we just fucking
Siren.
kicked a horn.
Perhaps we see what's going on with blue and yellow if there's anything significant.
Sirens
But-
exist. You guys hear that?
I don't. I hear like. Oh yeah, now I do.
Police sirens.
Yellow, green.
Go yellow.
Status on the highway.
Highway has been inactive since the last reporting.
Blue, green.
Send.
Status on the town.
No change. Investigative party at Strike Zone 1.
Okay. So they haven't pushed anything big yet.
That's good.
Keep in mind too that jet hasn't come back to verify anything he had spotted.
Yeah,
That's
that's
typically
true.
something you do is double
He
verification.
might have had
Go to work.
sensor slewed at the tower on the mountain.
Say again?
He might have had his stuff slewed at the mountaintop that was the secondary strike. He was trying to figure out what's going on up there, probably.
Yeah, I'd say it's worth getting the medical and AT.
I would agree. Do we take 2 trucks back, or do we want to take them all?
Well,
What-
2's already. I mean, I don't see the difference in taking all of them. Let's just keep it tight, maybe.
Because there is at least 4 crates left, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Depends on if we want to just focus on AT and medical, or if we want to just snag as much as we can.
May want to not roll directly into the DZ. We did have a lot of radio traffic outgoing while we were there.
Okay.
In case something got picked up.
Like, do you want money and I to walk there and see what's the deal before you drive in?
Yeah, we can probably stop halfway and walk maybe. I don't know if we gotta walk the whole way. It's up to you. I mean, whatever you think.
Well, you're the EW guy, so I want to listen to what you think. So
I'm saying there's signatures in the vicinity of or direction of our supplies.
No, I'm not picking up
Okay.
anything right now.
Okay.
The original signal seems to have gone quiet since the explosions. So
Oh. Well, that's good.
okay, well let's jump in 2 trucks and go find us some AT.
Yeah.
Who wants to drive? Money and Dan?
Sure.
don't see our boy next to the BTR anymore.
Reader, hot mic on 5.
Mobilize to come check it. It's gonna be a minute, right?
Yeah, it's probably true. We can stay in the VIX if we see something, we can use buggy.
Okay. Okay, let's drive in. We'll grab our crates. They're gonna be on the south side of the DZ mark, or the east side of the DZ mark, probably.
Yep. So like what, 6 of them over here?
Alright, I'm gonna check and find which one's AT or mids. Bring it to it.
Yep. Go ahead.
We got AT.
Green, blue, Tech 5.
Go ahead.
Midvar's target 1 is on fire. Yeah, big fire.
That's interesting.
We could also empty the boxes.
Take this one on its side right here behind you.
Target 2 also on fire with multiple first responders.
Well, that's not great.
Hang on.
Which one?
Hang on. Let's load these. This box. Like, don't load the box itself, but grab the shit out of it. Chuck it in the truck, and then we'll load a separate box. Load the medical box.
Okay.
Oh shit, that's Stingers. It's this one.
Yep.
into the load the Hulk box.
Say again?
One furthest away is our medical, and just throw that one in the
Okay,
truck.
yeah. Cool. I need to.
We're gonna dip. You guys dip after you get that medical box.
I'm gonna move these one at a time, but I've got almost all of them.
Should I call everyone back?
I don't see why not.
Net call green. RTB, RTB, RTB. All stations.
Hello. Hello.
Someone check on white.
So what do we do with all this shit?
You guys on the way back?
Yeah, we're on the way. Rolling out.
I imagine that there's at least some notional, like, we've loaded the hide up in the trucks and we've relocated type thing. Because obviously if we can only do one at a time, it kind of is not going to work when we've got all of this plus whatever we had already. Also a good thing we ended up with 4 of these and not 2 and 2.
Yeah.
I think each of these boxes is 2 slots, so if we ditch the tire...
I think all we left behind was the drones and the grenades.
Yeah. I saw some mines.
PanicSafe.
Just make panic and somebody else take a truck over and get it. see nothing.
Hold on, Luke.
Yep.
I think that just completely screwed it over.
So, my initial plan was to move the vehicles down into that valley.
Yeah.
Just gets less shit up here, I guess.
Yeah.
The only issue is we can't move anything up here unless we have a truck.
Yep. That,
Which
I
is
think
fine.
we need to probably address that with Tuned post mission. Figure out, okay, what's the play on handling that? Because like we were talking about on the way back, is like, cool, we got all this stuff, but like it's 1 crate per truck. We've already got like 8 crates.
Like, unless I spend the next fucking hour organizing these fucking crates, it's...
Yeah, like we pulled all the anti-air into our truck.
Let's go to all this anti-air out of your truck and then the launcher one that is over on the other side here.
Yeah, he's...
I think it's right over
Yep.
here. Oh, no,
I just throw my personal launcher in here.
Okay, let's put the AA and the lock-on stuff in the SR-25 box. It's just up here.
In the which box?
SR-25 box right here, on me, to your left. This one.
Oh. Wait.
No, over
that
here.
one, yeah, okay. Game?
Is that one full already?
Really?
Pretty close.
Oh, it's because it's got all those bullets in there in the backpack.
Whose backpack is this?
That's mine.
Can you go throw it
It's
in the
empty.
equipment box?
Which one is that?
The one where the spawn is?
In the middle of the tents.
Middle of the tent. Okay, yeah. So that was just a function one.
And just like that, we're full again.
So we can use a sniper.
Do we
rifle
want to put
on
the
it?
in-laws in a different box?
There's a bunch of in-laws already in the launcher box, but that one's full as well.
How many in-laws are in that box, Dan?
Two.
I can try and put them in the central box.
We could actually keep the in-laws in one of the trucks, or in a couple of the trucks.
Put one in each, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take, I'll yoink one out.
Yeah, same.
So I can go swap it.
There's an in-law in the central.
I think my armor just crashed.
Dan, money. You guys see the forest fire to the south?
I do.
So.
Yes, I
Oh.
do.
I was smoking a bunch of cigarettes while doing them out the window
That?
and lighting off some tanner ash. That might have happened.
Is that why I'm at 5 FPS?
Probably.
Road.
It's to our southwest too, a lot closer.
Yeah, that's on the top of the hill.
That's a problem. Do we have to leave? Is that the function of this?
It does kind of seem that way, doesn't it?
That happened really fast. I mean, it's everywhere.
I mean, I'm looking at it. We would be across roads from each. Not that that matters much in a wildfire, but because likely it's sparked from the mountaintop strike.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking caused it, was the strike on and the fire on the.
You know, when Reader said that it was on fire, I didn't think he meant literal fire. I thought it was just like a hyperactive zone of search.
No, big fire.
Both of them were actually on fire. Yeah, both strike 1 and strike 2.
Yeah.
Strike 2 like went up in massive flames, like they weren't even trying to fight it or anything.
Okay.
We noticed.
Problem solving here. What do? We move the hide east.
I don't know. Do we have a track on which way it's the fire's spreading?
Hold on. Where's the wind? Wind is to our south.
So it's away.
In theory, it should be going away from us.
The wind is going uphill and away from us, so
we should be okay.
We should be fine.
Despite the fact that I think that fire has inherently burnt down the hill towards us.
Yeah.
Which disobeys physics. You know how much we love
We shoot at it till it goes away.
I've got a gun.
My thought is let's continue organizing. We'll have somebody keep an eye on it. If it does noticeably seem to encroach, then we load up and go.
Keep an eye on it. It's 200 meters away from us, from where I'm at right now.
I'm gonna go keep an eye on it. I speak fire.
Okay.
All right.
I'm staying right here, and I'm gonna use my rangefinder.
Switch to normal here.
Okay, I didn't want to get us caught. I'll stay here with my rangefinder and keep thinking.
Okay. Fuck.
Yeah.
Money speaks fire though. Like, have him interpret.
I don't want to have him burn out his voice box.
Stingers are big.
Yeah.
Where's the actual stinger?
It's in the launcher.
That one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it out of here and switch it to the sniper box, and then put put all the missiles in with it, so they're all co-located.
Okay. Which one's that?
This one right that I'm standing at.
Easy clap.
Yellow's
They don't have to run
300
as
out
far.
to the east.
What would you say, Hetz?
Yellow's 300 out to the east, northeast.
It is hard to tell with Arma, but if it's coming closer or not.
Best guess.
It's not far away at all. It's pretty close.
This concerns me.
Yeah, I don't know how to take it.
It shouldn't be coming towards us.
It looks stagnant to me, to be honest.
Fire burnt up and with wind.
It might be.
So.
It might be stagnant. It might just be, you know, hey, look at this cool thing that you did.
Meanwhile,
So it's
we're all
not
like,
just boring woodline.
Meanwhile, we're all like, fuck, it's tuned. We gotta get going.
Right.
Maybe that's what he wants us to think. That he's doing some double psychology stuff. So we need to get inside his head 3 times.
Also, I've never really seen this much fire in Arma before.
That's why Hetz only has.
I have a very long time ago when I did RP shit.
I mean, I loaded in and I didn't see fire, and I still had 5 FPS, so.
Oh, well.
What are your settings on?
Super ultra.
They've been going up, they've been going down, nothing's changing it. It's like
what's
I'm
your
in a
what's
primary
your
memory.
CS view distance setting?
Right now, 500 meters. No terrain quality low.
Ah.
See,
Like,
I don't
I'm
have an
trying
answer
to get
for
rid
you.
of. Yeah, I know. This is, yeah.
I'm 2K.
Yeah, same.
25 frames.
On ultra.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 22. If that thing moves closer than 213 away from us, I would say we could move. But it's staying.
Distance does not change.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the fire.
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it on the way here. Don't worry.
Yeah. Remind me of your place this summer.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
A little bit of PTSD there, big guy. Wants to move
Yeah, I
along
really
north.
can't tell. It seems not to be moving at all.
Oh no, I lost
Yeah,
my reference point.
Money's out there checking to see if it's moving closer.
It is moving closer, I can tell.
How, do you speak fire?
No, I can see it. Eating trees up.
Well, the thing is, it
I'm
shouldn't
range
be.
finding
The wind is blowing away from us, so.
Oh, it is too.
See?
This is Arma though.
Yeah, but we've had 2 people sitting out there saying it's not moving, so I think we're okay for now.
Fyston and Yellow, come give me your report on what you've seen.
It has not moved the entire time. I've been range finding.
No, not the fire.
Jesus Christ.
The SF camp, the town, everything west from OP.
So Reader watched the actual strikes. He's trying to load in now.
Okay, well you can go last then.
Yep.
Panic.
We got there. We tried to get to the northern side of the MSR towards the OP mark, but that is a dip instead of a hill. That we're trying to get. Yeah. So we tried to go east and try to go like 348-ish in the trees. That's when we saw a patrol. So we decided no, we'll just stay near the MSR and watch.
The flame front looks like it's dying down.
So before the strike, there was 2.
Same with the southwest of it.
Going west. Those say from west, but like they were from east.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, no. Heading west. Sorry. Yeah, from east. I'll change it.
But yeah, so 1 gas, 6-year-olds, and a BMP from the east.
Okay.
Or did you see the BMP come from the north, Mac?
Yeah, he came straight down from the north.
Okay,
No,
so he came from the north.
was this after the strike?
After the strike.
Stop. We have audible to the east, southeast, and headlights.
Whisper. Go whisper. Spread out.
Headlights south, moving south towards the fire.
Civilian.
I mean, do we need to be worried about hotshot firefighters coming through these woods?
Yeah, just mechanics.
It sounded like something heavier. I turned up my volume, so I thought it was like a. Oh.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'd
Fire
rather know
does seem
about
to
it
be burning
than
itself
not.
out, so. The fuck?
I'm
Oh.
not on.
I'm on fire or something?
Yeah,
I'm not
I
really
think we
sure.
all are.
I knocked over a tree.
Are we? I mean, I'm not on fire. Are you guys on?
Yes, we are. It's not visual, but it's we're getting the sound effect, and we're like getting Other bullshit.
Oh yeah, minus thermal burns.
Yeah, I'm getting burned.
How do I stop it?
Don't know.
What the?
Welcome to Fire and Arma.
The camp has gotten bed bugs.
It's a fucking alcohol fire. Can't see it.
I don't know how to turn that off.
If you change your kit, make sure you save your kit before you die. Save your kit before you die if you change your kit.
But if we have the same kit, we're good?
It's the big box in the middle.
Hopefully.
It's over here.
Alright, my kit's consistent.
Nope.
Are you burning too, bud?
Yep.
What's funny is I don't seem to be taking additional. Oh, I have 23 to each leg, and 17 to
on
the torso.
16
19
each
on the
leg.
torso now.
Check my pulse. Normal. Not elevated, as it should be.
Soon save what you need to save. We'll deal with it next time.
Yeah, if you guys just log out, you should be okay.
Oh man, this is the worst bout of chlamydia I've ever had.
What?
I'm not even peeing and it burns.
It just burns.
Oh, Arma, you try to do something cool and it just goes, I'm gonna fuck you.
I was like, oh shit, someone's behind me. And I was like, wait, no.
Yeah,
like,
that
I'm
sounds like,
getting
oh shit, I got
shaved.
shot.
I thought I just like glitched into the terrain.
Same, so I like stood up.
Money on fire from the trees. He spoke to them. He sent it.
Like, it was like the moment I walked into, like, I was like, I don't even get into this bush. Like, as soon as I walked into the bush, I'm going, I'm like, oh man, I'm glitching. And I back out. I'm like, oh, no.
John started freaking out. I'm like a second before I started having the effects on my end, and I was like, what? And then it started having the effects. I'm like, oh fuck, this is gonna end poorly
Best
for
part-
us all.
Best part is I jumped into the gas, fine inside the gas. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I did too.
I started rolling around on the ground. I was like, if I'm on fire,
tried
even
that
if it's
too.
like not rendered, I know that stop, drop, and roll actually does like fix if you're on fire properly. But,
That's what I was doing too.
Reader, we're never gonna get the smell out of that thing now.
Never getting the smell out. It's gonna smell
but-
like permanent burnt shit.
Yeah, feet wrapped in rubbery burnt bacon.
Really seals in the flavor.
All right,
Also,
we'll go,
slightly burnt flesh smells fine.
We'll go with the debrief of Yellow continuing.
Fuck it on the map.
We
One
wrote
guy
that
is
thing-
6
we
year
wrote
olds,
it-
one BMP
So
BTR.
was all
BTR.
this like
BTR.
after
Was
the
a-
strike.
after the strike?
After
okay.
there was 2 year olds that came by. I'm guessing it was just a logi run from east to west before the strike. Nothing in the back that I saw.
is that the convoy that was noted before
Yes.
strike?
Yes, that's the convoy. It was a 2-year-old convoy. They were empty.
Okay. That's
And then
consistent with what was reported last week.
Yeah.
And then we saw the patrol along the northern dirt road from the main MSR, and it looked like they were walking east, and then they turned around at Worcestershire there, and then walked back to the west. And it's about 30-minute interval that I noted.
Did you see anything in
Didn't get close
Whoville?
enough.
Okay.
At the like crossroad area, there was I think a 2-man just patrol just in there.
Okay.
We didn't. I didn't get close enough for that in my position.
Yeah. From what I saw, it was just the 2 guys. They walked from like just around the area at the intersection.
Yeah, and the 6-year-olds and the 1 Gaz came out of the east. I don't know if they came from the town, Gerville, or the military base. I'm not sure. So, hey, Rita, did you see Gaz's in that military base last time we looked at it?
Which one? The one on
That-
the mountain?
Yeah, the one on the one that you went and took a peek in on the other side of the fence.
Oh, the arena place.
Yeah, the arena.
No, there were no
no gases that I saw. Just there was that Ural, and then there was a fuel truck, I think, and then I think there might have been like a medical truck. But I think they were all Urals.
Okay, so the Urals may come from there, and the gas may have come from that scare of something town.
I mean,
But
it's
the
it's
BTR came
entirely
from the north.
possible. It's entirely possible, like at night, that there's plenty of room for them to park a shitload of Vicks in there, and a bunch of guys. So
Yeah, I want to get. The plan was to get a little bit more intel on that tonight, if they're bedding down there or if they're actually using it. However, we ran into an errant airdrop, and cycling all those crates out was a bit of a time sink. So
well, the strikes were on target. So
they were also very early.
Yeah, only 2 hours
very early. 3.
It's Livonia time, boys.
No, I set it to local.
Yeah, but
I
these are
checked.
NATO strikes.
I checked. They were NATO strikes that I set to local.
And
Is
so
that French or English time?
we're walking up to our drop, which was in the woods closer to the tower now, and
Yeah. A few hundred meters away from the
Yeah,
tower.
I
everything
saw
blows
that.
up. I'm
I
like,
saw
oh
that.
fuck.
Yeah, I saw IP inbound. I was like, what?
Yeah.
what
So
can I
we
say? The F-15's caught tailwind into Livonia.
we got the majority of supplies back. We were short on the grenade box and
mines,
mines and drones. So we can go back and get that stuff if it kind of quiets down a little bit. I'm not
assuming it didn't
super
burn up.
Well,
Also,
it might be burned up now.
We'll
That's
have
what
to
caught
check
fire. The drone.
it.
Lithium-ion batteries.
Did you
Apart
guys
from-
order O-lights in the boxes?
We
Didn't buy
are we've knitted our own scrim for those fucking bright ass boxes though, Toon. So if you can throw some camel nets up next time, fuck me.
Those are the only large crates that you can drag or carry when empty.
When empty,
The
sure.
NATO style can't be dragged with Ace, even when it's a manageable weight and it's empty. So that's why I went with those ones. If you're going to move them by vehicle, or if the majority of them are too heavy, I can just change them over to the NATO style, which are a nice army green.
I mean, it's fine for what it is. Apart from that, what do we want to do for next time?
Do you want the official blue debrief?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, the official blue debrief is as follows. Shit was lit. No.
That's good. That's what I figured I was gonna
down
get.
in,
So
down in the town,
I knew
down,
that was
down in the town, there was a. I don't know if you guys saw this last time. I don't know if it's been there. There's a flipped BTR.
it wasn't flipped last time.
It is flipped this time. It tried to get a space apparently at some point. There was a couple of EI that just kind of stayed around it. Other than that, there was still that fire team size patrol that just kind of went up and down the streets. We did notice a police presence earlier in the evening. They checked in on the flipped BTR and then they left. We also noticed something heavy, some kind of heavy transport moving to the radio tower on initial move to the OP. So honestly, I just checked it up to one more for the BDA. Once the strikes actually happened, though, not only was there a boatload of cook-off from both places, I don't know if there were ammo dumps or fuel dumps or both. At the SF base, though, the response was 3 troop transports. Couldn't see any markings on them. I wasn't even actually sure if some guys even got out of them or if they were just watching the base burn. Fyston and I had the idea that they were letting it burn on purpose because, well, They were worried that somebody might try to go through and try to perform SSE, so might as well just let it all burn off.
Yeah, that's a good point.
However, at the radio tower, not only did it also catch fire, it actually had emergency response vehicles, police look like, roll up. Looked like at least 3. Hard to tell through the trees. We didn't have great eyesight actually on it. Other than the raging inferno that appeared to spread and take out a quarter of Livonia. So,
By the way, we got the itemized bill from the fire department. They are not happy.
This will affect the trout population.
we had multiple fast movers move in after the strikes. Looking like a Frogfoot doing a very low level. It's hard to tell though. We were going by sound mostly. We also had a couple flankers moving around, providing cover for, I'm guessing, the Frogfoot. Just doing like very low level sweeps. So we kind of hung out for a little bit in a bush. I think that was it. Hamdall, you got anything?
Nope, that's a good report.
Yeah, we had, I think the flanker flew over us, pretty much right over the hide. But we were engines off, hiding under bushes. So the speed he was going, there should have been no way for him to see us. So,
Oh, I remember the other thing that we were going to report. We realized that the hide was actually next to the hilltop where we used to keep the hide in the previous campaign. That Tots brought the hind back to.
Allegedly.
No, that's on the west.
But I thought it was over
Oh,
here
the
because
OP?
yeah, like over by the OP.
It might be by the OP.
No, it was on the. I'm pretty sure
It's
that
like-
was over on the west side of Swarog.
See, I thought it was east, because we moved the one on the west side because of the paratroopers.
Oh, I don't remember the paratroops.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Either way, both Fyston and I both had like a PTSD moment. Both of us started getting like, real
I've
twitchy.
seen this tree before.
We were both like, I've been on this hill before. I've died on this hill before. Oh God.
Definitely crawled around chewing the same dirt.
Oh man.
I tasted one of my old bodies.
Yeah, apart from the drop being off, green was kind of. We don't really have anything to report. We just need to figure out what we want to do next time, pretty much. Do we want to elapse time?
We may want to bug out soon.
Yeah, with forest fires rolling through.
I
Well, last
guess
reported the forest fires were halting.
Yeah, what's going on with the fires? Because obviously invisible fire happened. Was fire supposed to be advancing on us that whole time?
So, don't pay no attention to the damage that was incurred. False reports were made at various levels of governance. Not
I'm gonna
sure.
put that on my medical bill.
Yeah. What does that mean?
So,
Global
the
warming's a
fire
myth.
appears to be receding over the ridgeline away from the patrol hide.
Okay.
And is a non-significant factor for operations.
Last
Funny
5
now
minutes
we're
of break
correct.
for a fever dream.
It looked cool.
It did look cool.
It did.
I've always wanted a forest fire.
I looked at it through my nods first.
I didn't
I
even
can
notice
tell.
it right away. Reader started calling out that shit was on fire, and I just assumed it was more code speak over the radio, and that it was
Same.
like just a shitstorm on site. And then somebody
same.
pointed out the fire as we're back at the hide, and it was like, oh, he was being literal. It's just like John and the chickens.
I don't know why I ended up looking that way. I just kind of like slowly pivoted around. I'm like, oh, that's not ideal.
John had a flashback.
Panic called me an idiot without calling me an idiot.
What?
He was staring at the fire. It looks
I
cool.
I turned my nods off. I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks so cool with nods on. He's like, yeah.
I thought you took your nods off. Like, yeah, you're staring at a fire with nods on. It's just bright light.
You too. Do we want to work out what we're doing next, or do you want to just kind of sit on it for a minute and vibe?
I mean, the factors that I have considered for outstanding is we still have those supply boxes that we need to figure something out with, whether we're going back for them immediate or at our convenience. And it'd be nice to go get fresh eyes on that infantry HQ to the northeast to see what the, elapsed 12 hours has done. Or, 12
The
hours
one
plus.
at the stadium.
Yeah.
The stadium.
You're talking about the arena there?
Yeah, the arena. To see if the away team's still in town.
I was gonna suggest Panic. I was gonna suggest to Panic we should go take a look and see if it's empty after that strike, but I didn't want to take eyes off that road. So
Yeah, I was
before
was
things went
tempted to
down.
go
Green
there,
was gonna
but-
go do that.
So I guess I missed like the overall op thing. If somebody could give me a recap for like fully what we're doing when we're trying to make contact, all that after this, that'd be nice.
that's neat to know.
Let me pull up. I got it. One sec.
We don't really have a timeline as far as when we're like planning on going and making our initial contact. Last week, the basically only targeted activity was just figure out what's around us. Because we obviously had the marks of like, hey, there's some HQs here, but that was technically old information. I don't know if that was like initial drop information or if it was gathered since, but potentially up to 48 hours old information.
I just
cool,
tagged you.
thanks.
Yeah, so that's got all the initial starting info, the game info, campaign stuff.
Must have got buried. Thank you.
Yeah. If you have any other questions and details on that, just feel free to use the thread.
I think it's
Just ask
pinned
for
as
it.
well.
Yeah, it is.
So do we want to come up with a plan now, or do you want to do it later-ish?
What did we leave in the boxes?
All your fun stuff.
Yeah, pretty much your kit that you requested.
They're like, who the
Pick a
hell
battle
is
buddy, go
operator?
get your shit.
Make a 2-kilometer fucking walk.
You sit on get a slot.
Take a
though.
truck.
It's
You
all
guys leave
labeled
the expensive
operator.
shit.
That's okay. We brought the launchers and the anti-air
That's what matters.
and the medical.
And the medical.
Did you guys pick up my machine gun? It says it was delivered on DoorDash.
Yes.
Yeah, it's there too.
There are multiple types of LMGs.
So,
Panic, you want to borrow an LMG?
I kind of want to get the conversation going about where we're going to make contact at. Like, what do we have any ideas on that yet?
We met a mechanic.
So like you're talking like a direct action mission?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, just get the conversation going. It seems like we have the lowdown on nearby forces, enemy forces.
Yeah, it's like a kilometer radius around the hide.
Yeah.
Expanding eyes would be nice. Maybe think about looking for a new hide spot.
Got it. We're going for Swarog, boys. That's the new plan.
It could be interesting if that infantry HQ is still technically in play. It could potentially be something depending on the state of affairs with them bringing the LAF for an assault on that.
Yeah, my main goal here in the next couple is like locating C2 sites and getting our Green 4 actually into the fight and like training them, equipping them, yada yada yada.
Okay.
I think talking to the Green 4 more, so thing to get started on.
I think it'd be nice to get my wish list, if we'll throw it that way, of things to see would be get some eyes on that HQ again, see if they. I know we were kind of thinking maybe they were trying to move out earlier, but it sounds like it might have just been a supply run. but get eyes on that HQ and then get in touch with LAF and figure out what they have, what they need, and what we can do for them. And then from there, in a future one, maybe go shoot up some shit.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if they have a lower garrison force at that stadium area, or a manageable force, we can assist with LAF, LLC, whoever's on the east side. And
do they know that we're in country?
Yes, we have made contact with them.
There's been the initial
Notionally.
handshake, and did we get? I think we determined that we are in possession of a Gren 4 radio that we can talk to them on.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the extent of it. We haven't like dove into their capabilities or what they need, what they could use, and all that stuff.
I just don't want to go like do a direct action mission. Say we go there and we take that with LAF, whoever the fuck, and there's a fucking C2 compound 100 meters up the road that we don't know about, and the QRF is there in a fucking instant, and we're all smoked behind.
Well, that's what I was going to say. There's a very large town to the east of that spot, and there's
Geralto,
yeah, Geralto, and then there's one to the north, and it's not very far away either. It starts with an L. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, so maybe that's the direction for next time, because we kind of fucked with the west a little bit, so we'll let them kind of burn out and do their shit that side. We'll look at the stadium area, define if it's viable for a direct action / Gren 4 strike, and then push recon units further north to and east to establish if there's nearby C2 or nearby reinforcement patrols kind of deal. And then we'll figure out how to get panic stuff as well.
If we could get the LAF to supply some civilian stuff, I'm more than willing to go.
Oh yeah, that's a good point too.
Like going on adventure, little pistol and nothing else.
I doubt that'll be ready for next time. Well, we might be able to get it ready for next time.
I'm not saying for next time. I'm just saying like in the near future, like.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I know we always have that option. I know, Mac, you were the one that actually has your Civ gear on you, right?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah, so if you can drum up some Civ clothes, you and Matt can scout maybe Geralto to the east.
Yeah, sure.
Because I think Geralto's on top of a fucking hill, if I recall correctly.
I'll go
not quite. There is a downslope to the southeast, or east, but it's not like on a hilltop or anything particularly useful.
Okay.
I'll go steal some shit from somebody. I'll steal some clothes. That'll be great. I'll put on a dress. I'll look great.
I'll give you a shopping list.
Don't forget
You
to
can
shave
go down
your
to Home
legs.
Depot.
Hey, what's the oval with the X through it?
What?
Red mark.
That's armor.
All right. So the town that I was talking about, the what would you call it?
Lemborg.
Lemborg.
Lemborg, yeah.
He's got armor in it, and that's probably where the BTR came out of, and that's north of the arena.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that now.
Yeah, that seems like it.
And it doesn't look like there's anything in Geralto. Nothing marked, at least.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. We don't know if there is actually something there or not.
So we could check it out as we're going to talk to the LAF.
I was thinking maybe have two teams. One team go to Geralto, and then one team talk to LAF, because LAF may know what's there.
Yeah, well, I'm almost thinking we split into 3 elements depending on numbers. Like if we had what we had tonight, we could easily have 3 like recon elements and a contact team for LAF. So long as we're not spotted, because if we're spotted in 2-man elements, we are fucked.
Yeah. Dude, when the fucking Vix went by, pucker.
Yeah, we weren't very far off that road.
Yeah.
I had a frog foot fly at like my eye level, like 400 meters away.
I
was
waved to the
like,
pilot.
I was just like, could we not? Could you fuck off, please? Thank you.
So everybody kind of good with that plan-ish for next time?
Yeah.
Also, update on last. That's a combined maneuver arms element.
The one that Mac was talking about. The
In Lemborg?
I believe so. Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
APCs
the
and
oval,
shit.
the
Yeah.
oval with the X.
Yeah, sounds right then.
The one without the X is just straight armor.
Okay. Any questions for me?
When do our camo nets arrive?
We'll also
they're
accept
integrated in the
shitty
boxes.
shitty
Yes.
Very
aerosols.
good.
I have a question, mechanics wise. For the vehicles, you had said that there was some sort of like incognito aspect to the vehicles. Is that just being in a vehicle that technically the faction has makes us
Yeah.
basically incognito?
Correct.
What about? I know we had originally requested quads for this drop that didn't show up. That's obviously a more open type vehicle. Does that still apply in that, or is it specific vehicles?
Game
Switch to
mechanics
Civ.
speaking, I think yes, it does apply
Okay.
to an
So it's
ATV
just
as well.
in a
Even
vehicle.
though, yeah, it's just
Okay.
any vehicle.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we were
It
trying to
probably
figure
work
that
with a
out
bike.
earlier, and I was like, I don't know how that works with the quad. Like the Gaz, the Tiger makes sense because it's enclosed and it's literally a Russian Vic, but the quad might be more questionable. Riding down the road with a rifle slung across your back.
Yeah, you just scream at them. You can't see me as you pass by.
Wearing Western gear.
You can't see shit.
But it
Okay,
turned out to be a non-issue, so.
Yeah, the thing. Fuck, what was I just about to say? Are we advancing time at all, or do we want to keep it same so we can move at night while they're still rattled?
It's what, just after midnight now? Because we started at 11, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So it's like midnight 30-ish, I think.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
that's correct.
If we're considering making contact with LAF, it might be worthwhile to have that during daylight hours. If we walk up on them at night, they might be a little less friendly.
Oh, we're definitely radioing them before we get there, but
Oh yeah, but still.
Maybe we go for a couple hours.
Do like early morning, like 4 a.m.
Like just before sunrise.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
lets us scoodle down, get in a position.
The only concern that I might have, depending on how hyper the rescues get, is are they gonna do a more thorough search at daybreak, or what's their consideration of what happened? Do they think it was a contained bomb? Do they think it was airstrikes? Because that's kind of a big unknown.
I mean, admittedly, they're gonna find craters for 3 2,000-pound bombs on each one of those targets.
Yeah, but a stationary bomb would create a crater too.
That's true.
Tuned. Backstory of stuff. Was there already any sort of, aside from LAF and LLC, which we generally assume probably aren't doing a whole lot, was there any sort of insurgency activity going on in Livonia, or has it been mostly
Not
just kind of
that
called?
we have seen. There's been small, like individual cells here and there. To the best of our knowledge, based on what we've received through open source intelligence, it's predominantly just being kind of ones and twos and small groups.
Okay.
No coordinated kind of actual effort.
So big
LAF
bombings
and
are not
LLC,
likely something that they're used to.
No, that's not. That's going to be out of the norm for sure.
Well, we have to remember we also did bomb them before with planes.
Yeah, like this isn't
in the initial
first,
strikes.
This isn't the first coalition strikes that have occurred in country.
Okay.
Like within 48 hours. So like,
okay.
It's not normal for in country, but they have come to the conclusion and realization that outside forces of some form, unidentified, have conducted strikes across the country.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily tied to anything in country. That they're strictly aware of.
Like, they might be getting a fucking hint of it now that we're striking, like, lesser targets that are not really known from the air, but... I'm fine progressing to morning, or we can even jump a few days, whatever you guys think. I don't really have a preference.
I have no preference.
Anyone?
I have no preference.
Same.
I know last time there was sometimes some input requested. And this isn't going to influence or change what you've already decided, so that's the only reason I'm going to say something. I would suggest stick with what you've got on the pre-dusk. I think that makes sense. The priority being have the conversation, perhaps upgrade their supplies and armament, and then if you want to elapse a longer time to let things cool off, again, same as the last campaign, during that elapsed time, you can consider to be training if you have individuals physically positioned there. So like you end the op at their camp and you can be training them for the duration of that elapsed time.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea too, because we'll do the route recce. Well, we'll send our recce teams out right off the rip. We'll send an element to LAF, LC, whatever the fuck, and they'll make contact, and then we'll pull the recce teams in, do a debrief. Then we can set up for either the joint strike on the stadium, or we go for a C2 that the recce teams find. Hopefully.
Question. When it comes to equipping Gren 4 forces, do we need to do that as like supply drops in like while we're present there to collect it still, like last time? Is that still implied?
If you're doing supply drops to get the supplies, yes. So all supply drops have to be, I mean, they're NATO supplied, so you have to be there to receive it.
Okay. Cool. I
You're
just want to make
basically-
sure.
But again, not all supplies have to come through NATO.
Yes, yes. We know. We can commit felonies. We are very
Not a felony
proficient.
if they're the enemy.
Hey,
It's not a war crime if you don't admit they're at war.
to the north of Garroto there, and to the east of Carlin, there's a power plant. How important is that power plant?
Well, they like their Wi-Fi.
For the region.
There's the power plant there. There's the power plant over by the southeast of Nadbor, which was over by the SF base.
We should probably avoid destroying critical infrastructure.
Yeah.
All power plants being deemed critical infrastructure.
I think the eastern.
What
one
if we
especially
just?
is
What if we just turn it off for a bit?
Yeah, that's not hearts and minds right there. That's pissed the population off because their radio and TV can't turn on.
Like, I'm all for delaying Russians with them having no power, but that also really fucks over our allies. Like, really bad. Because our allies need that power more than the Russians do, probably.
Yeah, Russians are probably bringing generators and fuel. Allies can't bring in shit.
Now, we could bring that in for them so that they're less dependent on it.
We bring them solar
But
panels.
the civilian populace gets left high and dry. So.
I was gonna make a joke that it was an oil fire coming off the radio tower. That's like, this is why NATO's invading.
God, you people are just like Californians. Invade a new country and want them all on solar panels within a week.
Exactly. Now you get it.
What?
How else will we stop all the forest fires? The oil caused this one.
The fucking PGE starts all the goddamn forest fires here.
This is the Montana of Europe.
Big fucking truth.
I was gonna say it's the power companies that start fires in California.
It's the electric company.
PGE, SoCal Edison.
I'll see if I can find the PG&E meme I used to have, but it's like three different. It's three jack-o'-lanterns, and they're all lit except for the third one that just has PG&E carved into it. Good stuff.
It should be on fire.
That's just
All right,
out.
all right. But before we carry on
And
with
that's
games,
what we end
any
the
last
stream
thoughts?
with.
Yeah, I was gonna say, any last thoughts before?
I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm good.
Solid-ish plan for next time. So
If we end up like, say, we're only able to keep like 4 or 5 people at their camp for training,
it would scale, I assume.
well, for example, like, can I decide to help train them on like hat, for example? Like, can I prioritize what I'm
Yeah.
able to do to train their like, or
Oh,
is
yeah,
it just
absolutely.
you just train them in general?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like Mesa does, fucking
It depends
electronic
on
warfare.
who's there with what skills
Yeah.
they get.
Yeah.
That's kind of
So,
neat.
like,
I like
I
that.
like that.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna bring that
That's
up.
cool.
First of
So,
all, Mesa
if you-
teaches them how to talk to the aircraft.
Chapter 6. Let's go.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I'm a god on an MG, and I'll teach them how to use it like a DMR for no reason.
But a lot of it's going to depend on the supplies you bring too, right? Like if
Oh
you
yeah, no, if you don't have anything for them to practice with. It's like
you bring them AKs and then you want to train them on heavy AT, and they have 1 tube for 50 guys, you're basically going to end up with the Canadian forces. So it's not going to be that effective.
I mean, you guys are really good at war crimes. Like, I was going to train them that.
I could loan them a German tank. Would that make you
I
feel
told
better?
you that's my project car.
It's just, I got
We'd
nothing.
split you two up.
Yeah, yeah, they don't go on that recce team
Yeah,
together.
when
this
Fyston
time.
said like, "Yeah, I'll go 3 days," I was like, "Oh."
And we did perfectly fine. This is after.
That's because Fyston was crashed out half the op.
Yeah, I was gonna say
This is after
It was
the
15
op.
minutes.
This is after the op.
Yeah, no, we're very
This doesn't
business.
count.
Yeah, we're very
I'm just
business.
still not fully convinced that the airstrike started the fire. You two kind of came sprinting out of those woods pretty